Imagine walking into a classroom where every student has a different pair of glasses on, and those glasses allow each student to see the lesson in which the teacher is teaching in a completely different way. What if I told you that these glasses represent the different learning styles that can transform the way that students understand and retain information? There are many different learning styles, however, the three I will be talking about today will include visual, group, and auditory learning. Each style has its own strengths and weaknesses, and challenges that cater to different individuals in improving how they retain information. Today, let's explore the fascinating world of visual learning, group learning, and auditory learning, and discover how these styles can unlock our future and full learning potential. In my speech, I will explore the diverse ways people learn by examining visual, group, and auditory learning styles, and to demonstrate how understanding these styles can enhance our educational experiences. Visual learning is a powerful style in which utilizes images, diagrams, and information to help individuals grasp and retain information more effectively. Research shows that our brains process visual information more rapidly than text. Studies also suggest that we can process images faster than we can text information, which means that when we see a picture or a diagram, our brain can automatically grasp it versus sitting and marinating in what a text says. According to the article Visual Learning, 10 Examples, Definitions, Pros and Cons, teachers can further help these students learn by using resources such as the internet to do a simple Google search for a graph or image that will help the students retain the information better. However, a downside to this would be if the teacher in the school district did not have the access to the proper equipment needed to do these Google searches. While visual learning focuses on the individual engagement with images and diagrams, another powerful approach to education lies in the dynamics of group learning. Group learning styles emphasize the importance of collaboration and social interactions, allowing individuals to learn more effectively through discussion, teamwork, and shared problem-solving skills. According to the 10 advantages and disadvantages of classroom group work, working together in groups bring out a new perspective. For example, on a problem-solving task, they are more likely to experiment with different techniques in order to try and solve it. Another advantage, according to the article, is teamworking skills. Working in a group allows the students to explore complex tasks, have effective communication, and work together to achieve their common goal. On the other hand, group learning can have many downsides, such as conflict. Some students may find it difficult to accept criticism from their peers, while other students may find it difficult to express their thoughts in a group setting. Having explored the advantages and disadvantages of group learning and the power of collaboration, let's now turn our attention to another influential learning style, auditory learning. Auditory learning styles focus on the significance of sound and verbal communications, allowing the individuals to effectively process and retain information through listening, speaking, and hearing. There are many great characteristics that auditory learners have to help them in the classroom, such as good memory for spoken information, strong listening skills, and they are able to explain ideas well, and many more. According to How Teachers Teach Auditory Learners by Engage Education, some of the fallbacks of teaching auditory learners is how they may struggle to comprehend written information or written instructions. They like to speak or whisper aloud to learn, which can pose as a problem in testing areas. For example, these types of students would learn best by listening to a lecture over them reading a book or textbook. In contrast to visual learners who would rather See an example of a project. Auditory learners would rather listen to the instructions of the project. In summary, understanding these different learning styles, visual, group, and auditory learning, can significantly enhance our educational approaches. Different technique and different learning styles offer unique advantages that cater to individual strengths. However, each can also have their own set of challenges that they need to be addressed to ensure a balanced and inclusive learning experience. As we continue to explore and adapt to various learning styles, we must ask ourselves, how can we further tailor education to unlock full potential of every individual?